warm brown of the Terran Negroes Dane had served beside, though he shared their general features. His flesh was really black, black with an almost bluish sheen. Instead of shirt or tunic, his deep chest was crossed by two wide straps, the big medallion marking their intersection, giving forth flashes of gemfire when he breathed. He wore at his belt not the standard stun gun of a spaceman, but a weapon which resembled the more deadly patrol blaster, as well as a long knife housed in a jeweled and fringed sheath. To the eye, he was an example of barbaric force tamed and trimmed to civilized efficiency. He saluted, palm out, and spoke Galactic Basic with only a suggestion of accent. "I am Court Asaki. I believe Captain Jellico expects me?" "Yes, sir," Dane snapped to attention. So this was the Chief Ranger from the fabulous Khatka, Zekko's sister planet. The other ascended the cat ladder easily, missing no detail of the ship's interior as he passed. His expression was still one of polite interest as his guide rapped on the panel door of Jellico's cabin. And a horrible screech from Queeks, the captain's pet Hubat, drowned out any immediate answer. Then followed that automatic thump on the floor of the blue-feathered crab-parrot-toad's cage, announcing that its master was in residence. Since the captain's cordial welcome extended only to his guest, Dane regretfully descended to the mess cabin to make unskilled preparations for supper, though there was not much you could do to foul up concentrates in an automatic cooker. "Company?" Tao sat beyond the cooking unit, nursing a mug of Terran coffee. "And do you have to serve music with the meals, especially that particular selection?" Dane flushed, stopped whistling in mid-note. Terrabound was old and pretty well worn out. He didn't know why he always unconsciously sounded off with that. "A Chief Ranger from Khatka just came on board," he reported, carefully offhand, as he busied himself reading labels. He knew better than to serve fish or any of its derivatives in disguise again. "Khatka?" Tao sat up straighter. "Now there's a planet worth visiting." "Not on a free trader's pay," commented Dane. "You can always hope to make a big strike, boy. But what I wouldn't give to lift ship for there." "Why, you're no hunter. How come you want to heat jets for that port?" "Oh, I don't care about the game preserves, though they're worth seeing, too. It's the people themselves." "But they're Terran settlers, or at least from Terran stock, aren't they?" "Sure." Tao sipped his coffee slowly. "But there are settlers and settlers, son. And a lot depends upon when they left Terra and why, and who they were. Also, what happened to them after they landed out here." "And Khatkans are really special?" "Well, they have an amazing history. The colony was founded by escaped prisoners, and just one racial stock. They took off from Earth close to the end of the Second Atomic War. That was a race war, remember? Which made it doubly ugly." Tao's mouth twisted in disgust. "As if the color of a man's skin makes any difference in what lies under it. One side in that lineup tried to take over Africa, herded most of the natives into a giant concentration camp, and practiced genocide on a grand scale. Then they were cracked themselves, hard and heavy. During the confusion, some survivors in the camp staged a revolt, helped by the enemy. They captured an experimental station hidden in the center of the camp and made a break into space in two ships which had been built there. That voyage must have been a nightmare, but they were desperate. Somehow, they made it out here to the rim and set down on Khatka without power enough to take off again. And by then, most of them were dead. But we humans, no matter what our race, are a tough breed. The refugees discovered that climactically, their new world was not too different from Africa, a lucky chance which might happen only once in 1,000 times. So they thrived, the handful who survived.